question. Velocity and acceleration vectors of a charged particle moving in a magnetic field at some instant are v bar equal to 3a cap plus 4j cap and a bar 2a cap plus xj cap. He is asking select the wrong alternative. Actually, to calculate this particular question, what I will do is, so given f bar dot v bar, because in this particular aspect always force and velocity will be perpendicular, f bar dot v bar equal to 0. So ma bar dot v bar 0, which means a bar dot v bar equal to 0. So as a bar dot v bar is equal to 0, 6 plus 4x is equal to 0. Why sir? Because already when you multiply v bar and a bar, 3 2s are 6 plus 4x is equal to 0. So x equal to minus 3 by 2 is equal to minus 1.5. So he is asking what is the wrong alternative. Wrong alternative means x equal to 3 is the wrong alternative. So answer will be B. Because minus 1.5 already it is showing. So the next thing, magnetic field along z direction, this is also correct because all the three will be perpendicular. Kinetic energy of the particle constant, that is also correct. And all the three are correct. Only x equal to 3, second option is wrong. In second question, students, the question is the magnetic field shown in the figure consists of two uniform regions. The width of the first part is 5 cm and the magnetic field induction here is 0.001 Tesla. The width of the other part is also 5 cm with the direction of induction being opposite to the direction and 0.002 Tesla in magnitude. What should be the minimum speed of the electron arriving from the direction indicated in the figure so that it can come out to the magnetic field Q in region 3? Take mass of electron 9 into 10 power minus 31 kg. Here you know the condition for the magnetic, what you call radius. Here it will come out only if r greater than d. So r is equal to mv by bq. You know this formula also whenever it enters a perpendicular magnetic field. So r equal to mv by bq should be greater than d. D is the width of the magnetic field. So we will bring this side and you take that other side. You will get V should be greater than D. D means BQD by M. So this part you bring it other side, V greater than BQ by D. V greater than 10 power minus 3, B value point and 1.6 into 10 power minus 9 into 5 into 10 power minus 2 by 9 into 10 power minus 31. This is about first region, which is 8 by 9 into 10 power 7 meter per second. Now what happens to come out of the region 2, second region, the B value changes. When B value changes, 2R should be greater than D. When 2R greater than G, 2mB by BQ should be greater than D. V again greater than BQD by 2m. So everything same again. So therefore it should be greater than 8 by 9 into 10 power 7 meter per second. So there 2 into 10 power minus 1 will be there. Denominator 2 is there. So 2 gets cancelled. Same answer you will get 8 by 9 into 10 power 7. So final answer should be V should be greater than 10 power 9 meter per second. So in this question, two identical charged particles enters a uniform magnetic field with same speed but at angles 30 degrees and 60 degrees with the field. Let A, B and C are the ratio of their time periods, radii and pitches of the helical paths. Then ABC equal to 1, ABC greater than 1, ABC less than 1, AC equal to B he is asking. Actually, identical particles, when he said M1 equal to M2 equal to M, Q1 equal to Q2 equal to Q, so V1 equal to V2 equal to V. As a result, theta only changes 30 degrees and 60 degrees for both particles. So actually in the charged actual magnetic field along z-axis, you take a y is along what you call velocity makes an angle theta, and along y-axis it will be what you call V sin theta. So this will be V cos theta and it will be along x-axis. Now my point is the radius is given by mv sin theta by bq. So here m constant, v constant, v constant, q constant, all are constants. So only theta changes. R1 by R2 sin theta 1 by sin theta 2, sin 30 by sin 60 1 by root 3. He said the ratio of radii is B. So 1 by root 3 equal to B. So he said ratio of time periods is A. So T equal to 2 pi m by BQ, T1 by T2 equal to 1 is equal to A. P equal to V cos theta into T. This is the pitch of the helix. You know the formula. We have V constant, T constant. Therefore, cos theta value changes. Cos 30 by cos 60 is equal to root 3 is equal to C. So P1 by P2 value you got ABC is equal to 1. So in fourth question, you can see that an electron moving with a velocity 10 power 8 meter per second enters a magnetic field at an angle 20 degrees to the direction of field. Calculate the pitch of the helical bar followed by the electron. So it is 34.68 different values he has given. So pitch formula V cos theta into T, he gave V cos theta, V value 10 power 8, theta 20 degrees, so everything is given. Time period you can calculate by using 2 pi m by BQ, and using all this formula you will get the 34.68 meters. This is how you will do it. So students, in next question what we see is a particle having a charge Q enters a region of uniform magnetic field V bar, the direction inverts and is deflected as shown in the figure. The magnitude of momentum of the moment of the particle is given by, you have to calculate the linear momentum of the particle actually. So actually what I want to do is, this is how it works. So the field is like this. Here you know the particle enters perpendicular to the field, F bar equal to Q into V bar cross B bar. So PA equal to PO equal to R, AD equal to Y. So you can write PD equal to automatically becomes R minus X, and R equal to AD equal to Y, this distance is Y. So R radius is equal to MV by PQ now always. So MV means momentum P by BQ means P equal to PQR, you will get. So my point from this triangle, this is a right angle triangle you can see. From this right angle triangle PDA, so can we say hypotenuse square, PA square equal to PD square plus AD square. So you will get R square equal to PD square, R minus X square whole square plus Y square. Solving R square is equal to R square plus X square minus 2RX plus Y square. R square gets cancelled, minus 2RX comes this side, 2RX equal to X square plus Y square. So you will get R radius equal to X square plus Y square by 2X. So the momentum is given by BQR, BQ by 2 into X plus Y square by X. So in sixth question, a charged particle enters a magnetic field at right angles to the field. The field exists for length equal to 1.5 times the radius of the circular path of the particle. So the particle will be deviated from its path by, so actually D equal to 1.5 R or 3 by 2 R. Actually if D less than R, sin theta is equal to D by R, theta equal to sin inverse D by R you can use. But here D is not less than R, D is equal to 3 by 2 times R, means D greater than R. If D greater than R, the answer will be theta is equal to 180 degrees. If theta D greater than R, you have to use 180. If D theta less than R, you have to use sin theta. But here theta greater than R, so answer will be 180 degrees. Seventh question students, a proton accelerated by a potential difference of 500 kilowatt moves through a transverse magnetic field V equal to 0.51 Tesla as shown in the figure. Then the angle theta to which the proton deviates from the initial direction of motion is. In this particular problem, students, we can calculate using the concept of Fm bar equal to Q into V bar plus B bar. Here theta, I told you, if D less than R, you can use sin inverse D by R. So sin inverse D by R is the angle of deviation, but radius is mv by dq. But velocity is not given, but he gave the potential difference. You can equate the momentum with 2 root of 2m ek, kinetic energy. But kinetic energy is equal to Vq. It is the potential difference. Potential energy you can convert. V capital, here capital V corresponds to potential difference into Q by Vq. So when you use this formula, sin inverse, what you call, instead of D only, instead of R you put what you call Bq by root 2m Vq. So when you put a theta equal to sin inverse 1 by 2. So you get theta equal to 30 degrees. That's it. So in the 8th question, students, an electron is moving with velocity 2a plus 3j meter per second in an electric field of intensity given as 3a plus 6j plus 2k volt per meter and a magnetic field of 2j cap plus 3k cap Tesla. Find the magnetic force acting on electron. So electron charge is also given. Based on that, you can get. So force, Lorentz force is given by Q into E bar plus V bar cross B bar. Here Q means our electron, negative charge, therefore minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 into 3a cap plus 6j cap plus 2k cap electric field, and V bar cross B bar 2a plus 3j cross 2j plus 3k. When you substitute and calculate, you will get minus 9.6 into 10 power minus 19 into 2a cap plus k cap. but here magnitude only we want. Therefore, is the magnitude, this magnitude root of 2 square plus 1 square, which is root 5 into 9.6 into 10 power minus 19. Calculate, you will get 2.15 into 10 power minus 18 newtons. So students, in 9th question, the electric field strength E bar equal to E naught I cap and magnetic field B bar equal to V naught J exist in region. The charged particle Q is released from rested origin. Work done by both fields is after certain time. Actually, the magnetic field will not do any work here. So as magnetic field does not do any work, so automatically, because parallel fields in parallel direction, magnetic field does not do any work. Only electric field will do the work because the field is parallel. The only perpendicular field or some angle is there, then field work will be there. So here work done is only by electric field. So work done by electric field is given by force due to electric field into distance x. Force due to electric field EQ into x. So work done is EQx. So students, in 10th question, what we observe, a charged particle of charge q mass m is projected with velocity v equal to vi cap in a region of space where electric field strength E bar equal to Ek cap and magnetic induction B equal to Bj cap are present. Find the acceleration of particle. He is asking acceleration. You know, very simple point. In Lorentz force, acceleration is given by this value. Lorentz force and acceleration due to Lorentz force is given by whole by mass. So I can write it as q by m into, so vi cap plus bj cap. No, actually it's not plus, it's cross. So v cross b, vb, I cross j, k. So here qe k, here this k, vb plus e into k. So it's a very simple formula and you can do it. Students, in this particular problem, PQ is a uniform rod of length L and mass m carrying current I and is suspended in uniform magnetic field of induction B bar acting inward as shown in the figure. The tension in the each string is asking. By using Fleming's left hand rule, I can see the forefinger into the plane and the current, the direction of current will be like this and the thumb is upward. So force is BIL is upward. Not only force is upward, tension 2T is also upward, balanced by weight mg. So from figure mg equal to T plus BIL. So at equilibrium T equal to mg minus BIL by 2. Simple problem. 12th question. A conducting wire Mn carrying current I is bent in the shape as shown in the figure placed in XY plane. Uniform magnetic field B bar is existing in the region. The net magnetic force experienced by the conducting wire Mn is. So the formula for it is F equal to BI L effective. L effective means you have to consider the vector length. Actual effective length you have to calculate. So when observe the figure, the effective length for the semicircle is 2r, then remaining r and r 4r, and for the triangular wire it is r again, and another r. Total distance will be 6r. So effective BIR, L effective means BI into 6r, 6 BIR. So that's the answer. How you? So students, in 13th question, actually is a current I equal to 2 ampere is flowing in each part of the wire frame. The frame is a combination of two equilateral triangles ACD, CDE of 7 meter. It is placed in uniform magnetic field B equal to 4 Tesla acting perpendicular to the plane of the frame. So magnitude of magnetic force acting on the frame is. Try to understand this question. Here the magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane. So I can say the effective length of this upper triangle is also this side. The effective length of the lower triangle also this side, and already this side there is a magnetic field. So by current flowing. So total 3 BIL will be there, 3 BIL. So 3 BIL means 3 into 4 into 2 into 1, which is 24 newtons you will get it. Students, in this particular question, number, what you call 14, there is a small correction you have to identify. The magnetic field direction was given wrongly. He gave magnetic field parallel to the plane. Actually, magnetic field should be the into the plane of the conductor. Not only that, here the length of this part is not given. You have to consider this length is 1 meter. He has given. So this length 1 meter, this is already given 1 meter, and from this Pythagoras theorem, this will be root 2 meters. And from Fleming left-hand rule, the magnetic field on this particular conductor is given in this direction, because you can use the Fleming left-hand rule. You can show the magnetic field will be in this direction. Here when you apply the Fleming left hand rule, again the magnetic field here will be downward. So this is F1, this is F2 downward. Actually these two are perpendicular, therefore the resultant between these two will be, both are equal magnitude. So F1 is equal to 0.2, F2 is equal to 0.2, so 0.2 root 2 will be in this direction between them. But F3, this is root 2, when you calculate F3, BIL value, you will get 0.2 root 2, which is nothing but, based on that, you will get F3 this side. Because the net field at this point will be F3, both are equal and opposite, so F net will become 0. In that way you will get. In this question, what we are going to see is, the figure shows a uniform conducting structure which carries a current I with each smaller square has side A. The structure is kept in uniform magnetic field B. Then the magnetic force of the structure will be. Try to understand, when you see this is A, this is A, this length will be root 2A. And this will be root 2A. So total effective length will be obviously 2 root 2A. So you know a formula BIL effective you have to consider. Here L effective value 2 root 2A. So when you apply BI into L effective, magnetic field are perpendicular to the plane. So you can see BI will be same, L effective 2 root 2A. So you get the answer. You can see that is the answer.